As all you loyal viewers know, we close each Sunday morning with a peaceful moment of nature. So how do our camera people get those pictures? We asked Conor Knighton to find out.
The sun has just barely come up.
You see the egret up on the right?
But photographer Scott Miller is already out on the lake with his camera.
This is church.
Miller will eventually spend all day in this cathedral of cypress, winding around Caddo Lake in East Texas, shooting great egrets.
Can you go into these at the right here that are backlit?
And green lily pads, all to create what amounts to just 1 minute of television.
What I try to do is capture the essence, the sense of a place. And I'm very lucky in that I go to places that it's really not all that difficult to romanticize.
Miller's travels have taken him from the vastness of the Valley of the Gods in southeast Utah to the serenity of Walden Pond in Concord, Massachusetts. He's captured a charismatic fox in snowy Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, and an elusive alligator at Aransas National Wildlife Refuge in Texas.
A lot of the places that I show, most people will never experience themselves. I pinch myself sometimes. It's very special.
Miller is part of a network of photographers spread out all across the country who capture our moments of nature. A 27-hour drive away in northwest Nevada, Derek Reich is on the hunt for some desert bighorn sheep. And obviously, because we have come to record him,
where are you guys?
Trying to record them, he has not been finding too many. Until finally, a family appears. Listen closely.
When you first got out and saw them up here, we were listening to your mic on our audio setup. And your heart was beating so fast that we could hear it.
Seriously?
Yeah. Is there an excitement for you?
Yeah, there's always an excitement.
Derek has been shooting our nature moments since the early 90s, ranging from bees in the Central Valley of California, to porcupines in snowy Antelope Island, Utah, to mustangs in the Pine Nut Mountains of Nevada.
Look at that little guy.
Sometimes his favorite subject is what you can't see. He once spent an afternoon recording wind at Canyonlands National Park.
When you just stop and listen, it's amazing what you'll hear.
Ever since their debut in 1979,
we thought you might like a couple of minutes of silence now. It's a silence interrupted only by the cries of birds.
the segments have avoided showcasing any people, man-made structures, or man-made sound. But Reich says those places are getting harder and harder to find.
I was thinking back on the ones I've done in the past and how much more difficult it is to not have a jet flying overhead or not have a leaf blower firing up down the street or a traffic going by. And that's just the state of our natural world today. If you did away with it, what do you think the fallout
people would
be?
riot. When I meet people and tell them what I do for a living, oh, that's the show that's got the nature at the end of it.
See, that makes me happy. It tells me that there's some hope, that people feel strongly about this stuff.
For any television reporter, it is more than a little humbling to find out that the most beloved part of our show is the moment that doesn't show a single person. But really, how could I ever compete with this? We leave you this Sunday morning at Caddo Lake in East Texas.